just a heartbreak. It's heartbreaking, and I love, I'm such a sucker for the heartbreak, like the heartbreaking song. I don't know, it's so heartbreaking, guys, and it's just heartbreaking. It's been a long time. Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Welcome back to our channel. My name is Michelle.
And I'm Lauren.
And we talk about Taylor Swift all the time. Last week we did a tier ranking video for the Tortured Poets department, and welcome back. This is part 2 and we are going to be ranking the Anthology today. So Lauren is just going to give a quick rundown about the tiers that we started last week.
Okay, so we are, and you'll see that we've already pre-populated the template. This is our template from our last video. We wanted to keep in the songs that we've already ranked so that at the end we can have a full picture of the album to see where most of the songs lie. But just to explain the tiers again for those of you who might have missed part 1. So we have our stock standard God tier. I'm sure you would have seen this in so many ranking videos, so that is self-explanatory. Then we have the Don't Say I Never Gave You Anything, after the iconic scene in One Tree Hill between our two favorite characters, Nathan and Hayley, one of the best romances of all time.
Come on. Don't say I never gave you anything.
That scene is, you know, cinematic perfection, brought us to our knees, but it's not yet God tier because there was just a little bit of something missing, okay? We didn't actually elaborate on this in our first video, but for me, the reason there was something missing in that scene originally is back then we didn't know Nathan's motives with regards to Hayley. Like, we know that he, you know, got her to tutor him to get back at Lucas, and at this stage it was still such a very early time in their relationship. It was still like, you could see he was catching feelings, but like, what was his motive behind that? Like, he's
Preston tomorrow, you wanna go?
Yeah, kill me.
All right.
All right, call you later. Bye. Hey, who's that girl he's always hanging out with? Who knows? Why, you feel like slumming?
giving her that bracelet to cause trouble with her and Lucas. So not yet perfection, or is it because like it was genuine? So not yet perfection, but very close to that.
Absolutely.
And then we've got good, no thoughts, just vibes. When we say no thoughts, just vibes, it means no thoughts from our part. So like, it's a nice song, we're gonna like dance along to it, we're gonna play it, we're gonna have a good time with it, but it's not gonna be something that, you know, is gonna give us chills at the end of the day, okay, which a lot of Taylor songs do. And then I don't get it, okay, so I don't get it is for those songs that just, it's an us problem. It goes over our head and we haven't yet had a chance to digest it or fully appreciate it yet. It could still, so once we do that one day, once we do fully like get to terms with it,
okay,
song might go up, song might go down in the ranking, but for now we just like, I don't know what's happening here. Like, I'm like, what is going on? And then I forgot that you existed. She is a song that comes up, and I'm not going to go click on her. I'm not going to search for her to play, but if she comes up on a playlist on shuffle, I'm going to listen to her, but I won't actively seek her out.
100%.
But skip, if she comes up on a playlist, I'm going to actively skip the song. Okay, so far it's looking good. We each only have one song in there, which that's quite a record, I would say. So do you want to start us off, because I started the last one, so let's kick it off with the Black Dog.
The Black Dog, straight to God tier, guys. And if you know, you know. If you're a Black Dog girly, I'm just like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just like, it's in God tier. I don't know what to say. And it's just, I think it's just a heartbreak. And like the nostalgia that's going on behind there to basically be like, oh man, I miss the bar that we used to go to. Do you like think about the memories that we have, that we've shared? And I just think it's heartbreaking. And I love, I'm such a sucker for the heartbreak, like the heartbreaking songs. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in, it's good. Like, it's good. I don't have many thoughts about it. It's a good song. I really enjoy the song and it's good. What I really like about it, what's a standout for me, is when she says, I hope it's shitty, in the Black Dog. Because for me, I'm always like, yo, can you imagine what it must be to be like a person who rises above and is like, so let's say you have an ex that did you dirty. And I know you get there eventually one day, but then you say, oh, like, I wish you well, all the best, go forth and conquer, all of those things. Like, that takes a very progressive person, I think, to like out of the gates wish someone well like that. Like, there has to be a little bit of anger in the beginning to be like, oh well, I hope it's shitty wherever you land up, right? And I feel like that was honest that she did that, because a lot of the times it's like, you don't really acknowledge those things. You want to look like you're rising above and being like, oh, I don't care, I wish them well, whatever the case is. So I like that. So for me, it's a good song. Next.
Okay, I'm gonna get you back. I I love the double meaning with this of like, I'm either gonna get you back and we are going to be together, or I'm gonna get you back and like punch you in the face.
Revenge.
Yes, and for that, and I just love like how clever that is. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in good, no thoughts, just vibes, because I don't think about anything when I'm listening to this of like the Black Dog. I'm really thinking and I'm like trying to analyze, and it's just heartbreaking. But I'm gonna get you back, I'm like just vibing.
Okay. I'm gonna put this in I forgot that you existed. I am not gonna choose her, but I won't skip her. And I think for me, this is, again, you see, this is a me thing, a me problem. I was confused by the song being on the Anthology. Like, the Anthology was very, it was like almost Shakespearean in how deep it was. Like, there's a lot of songs that I picture grey clouds and like, you know, sadness. And then this song, it didn't fit too well. Like, I was almost like, how do you go from the Black Dog to this and then going to the Albatross? It was difficult for me to fathom, and because of that also I forgot that she's there. Doesn't fit for me.
True. Yeah, like, I mean, if it doesn't fit the tone of the album, I can get why you forgot about her. Yeah. Okay. The Albatross. Oh man, don't say I never gave you anything.
I'm gonna put mine there as well. I agree with that. 100%.
What? I didn't see that coming at all.
That song is deep, but what I really like about the song, so throughout the warnings, it's always like she, her, like they always refer to this like dangerous girl, this woman that's going to ruin your life, but it's always a third person. It's always she or her. And then there is a line in the song where Taylor says, I'm the Albatross. So then naming herself as the identity of this person that is going to be like a weight in your life, or somebody that's going to ruin your life or be a weight around your neck. And that for me was very clever, because it's like her saying, I'm the woman that you've always been warned about. I'm the woman that they say is going to ruin your life, and like it's me. And that for me was so clever. I love the song, and it's very, just listening to it, it actually feeds into, for me, also again, like the things that happen in the media. Like they always paint it to be like the storm that comes in and like ruins the guy's life, and oh shame, like this poor guy, like his whole life is overshadowed by, you know, Taylor and her fame. That's the vibe that I'm getting from it, and it was very cleverly depicted in the song, and incredible song. So Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus?
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I just don't get it.
I was also just gonna put it there. I don't get it yet. Listening to it, I can hear that it's trying, it is deep. For me, it is deep. So like when she says, if you want to break my cold heart, so she's already acknowledging like it's gonna take a lot to break my heart, and then just say you loved me. And that, I like that line, but I don't think I've quite grasped the whole song in its entirety, so I haven't appreciated yet. So I feel like had I had more time to like unpack, and why did this seem so like evil villain, like let me just drop my hands. Had I had a bit more time, or not had I had a bit more time, I mean we've had since last April, but I think had I spent a bit more time just pondering the song a bit more, it would have probably ranked higher. But for now, I don't really get it at this point.
And I think the problem that comes in here is that I've got my absolute favorites on this album. Like, I mean, look at my VODs here, like there's so many songs there. So automatically I'm not reaching for the song. So there's kind of like no incentive for me to try and like figure out what it means.
Because you've got your ones that you reach for.
Until, you know, something happens and then I can relate to it. So then I'll be like, oh yes, now I finally understand what it means. So currently I don't get it, and it's just because I don't know.
Agreed. Okay,
how do you end?
Okay, I am going, and you are going straight to God Tier.
God Tier. Your guys, I love how she opens the song that, you know, we're conducting this post-mortem, and because I remember when she was releasing set lyrics on her Instagram, and we knew that this was going to be a part of the Tortured Poets, and when I saw that one line, I was like, yo man, it's going to be a good album. And when I heard that it comes from How Did It End, it's amazing.
I think the line that gagged us all was the play on sitting in a tree, Kissing, and then she changes it to my beloved ghost.
Yes.
Ghost, not just a living person anymore, it's a ghost, like in the tree.
Yeah.
DYING. Oh my word. There is no other place for the song than God Tier. I'm sorry.
I also think the emotive words that she uses, like, who uses the word bereft? Like, I hadn't heard that word before. And then when I like Googled it, I was like, yo man, it's like, even it's the most on, you know, that kind of like English scale. Yeah. So I just think the words that she used there was just like, this is the worst breakup. Yes.
Not us mere mortals using the word sad when like a word bereft existed.
Absolutely.
Like,
Just never.
so high school.
Can I just say,
where am I putting her?
I watch a YouTuber called a girl named Ali. And
love her, she is so cool.
I love Ali for so many, and she made this link with So High School and Nathan and Haley, so Naylee from One Tree Hill. And as soon as she made that link, I was like, oh my word, I can't unsee it. And I love how like rock and roll the song sounds, and I just, for me, it's got to go in Don't Say I Never Gave You Anything.
I'm going to also put it there. I'm also going to put it there.
But this whole tier is about Naylee, dude. So it's got to go there.
I like it, and especially when she says, I love the contrasts that are drawn, you know how to ball, I know Aristotle.
Yes.
Like you can almost just see the differences between like the brawny, muscular jock and then like the quiet, poetic, academic girl and like how they got together. I love it. But for me it's not God tier, and I can't explain why. I can't put my finger on why it's not.
I think it's because the God tier, like our God tier competition here is so strong that it's just not the same as Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Like,
True. Yeah. Okay. Also, I think with So High School, the thing that also confused me is it did also, to me, feel a bit out of place on the anthology as well.
Yes. Yeah.
I was a bit confused. Like, it was also a bit jarring for it to be like, how did it end? And then to go to So High School, I was like, the heck just happened? And because of that, like when we started listening to the anthology, we were so like deep in it, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is so sad. Then this came and we were just like, like let's get back to normal programming. Not that it isn't good, it felt weird there. So it's not God tier for me.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I hate it here. She is going for me to I don't get it. I don't get it,
guys. And I think it's probably something really deep.
It could be.
But I don't know what it's about just yet.
I've seen a lot of love for this song.
Yes.
So I think we are definitely missing something.
100%.
But it doesn't do it for me. And I haven't really...
And again, because I feel like it's so deep and it's so potentially sad, when I'm feeling those things and I want to hear a sad song, I'm just going to how did it end? So I feel like there's such like a deep competition on the anthology side that it's difficult to put all of the songs in God tier.
Agreed. So thank you, aIMee. I'm gonna put her in good. No thoughts, just vibes. She's a good song. I'm gonna put her there.
I think I have to put her in Don't Say I Never Gave You Anything just because it's so iconic. I'm like,
what?
Yes, we all know who this is about.
You know, initially when this was released, you spotted it. I didn't see that the KIM was capitalized. I missed that completely. And then I'm thinking to myself, I wonder who this is about. Like she, not me sitting there being like, she hit the identity so well. I will never know who this is about. And then you were like...
Yes, and I think it was perfect, not really karma. It was just poetic in the sense that, you know, the song was re-released then with a capital YE. And then again, it went to #1 at the roughly the same time that man released another album. And I was just like, this is lovely. We love it so much.
To see it.
So I think it's almost like that callback, and it's also just a nice message to almost hear on a regular basis that, you know, just keep doing your thing despite all of the haters, and then eventually things can work out.
True. That was very well said. Okay, so I look in people's windows.
I just don't get it, guys.
Really? For me, it's a skip. I've put that in skip.
No, I'm gonna go learn more about her and figure out what's potting there, and I'll tell you, and then potentially I'll convert us both.
Okay, maybe.
Okay. A prophecy, your guys. I was gagged when I heard this for the first time.
I'm putting her in Don't Say I Never Gave You Anything.
That is completely incorrect.
It's too sad for me to take.
No,
it's too sad for me to take on my desert island, and it's not a God tier sad for me. Like, I don't think that makes sense, but in my mind it makes sense. I like
That doesn't make sense.
in my mind it makes sense, okay?
So it's too sad for a God tier song. I'm like, what is that even?
Okay, so I feel like it's sad, but the sad songs in my God tier are like, that's gonna like tear my heart open. This whole song doesn't tear my heart open, only the line where she says, tell me who I can speak to change the prophecy. And I feel like we've all been there where like there's a circumstance that's happening in our life and we're wondering like, who can I beg, who can I barter with to be like, please, like, can this heart part just be over? Or like, but it's not quite a God tier for me. It doesn't hit as God tier for me.
I just love the world that she takes us into. Like, you can almost like, and it reminds me of kind of like the Evermore sets for the Eras tour, you know, where they are kind of like throwing those balls, like a better word, those things up in the air, and it's kind of like witchy and whatnot. And I just get transported into this world where, you know, you'll do anything to barter with someone. But I just love it, guys.
But would you take them on a desert island?
Yes, I would even leave water behind and take things. So that's how serious I am.
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. I will concede
Cassandra.
then. Cassandra, I'm going to put her under good. Like, it's a good song for me, but it's not.
For me, it's Don't Say I Never Gave You Anything. I don't know how to explain, but I love the idea behind it, you know, where, you know, someone does something wrong and then it's news everywhere. And I feel like it's very relatable as well, but you know, when the truth comes out, everybody's quiet.
Because the truth is oftentimes not as scandalous.
Yes.
And I feel like it's always the big stories full of gossip that is like so salacious that breaks the news, but then like the truth is probably quite boring and that doesn't get as much recognition. And I think that definitely happened in her case with that leaked phone call. I mean, when the Snapchat was released, I mean, Taylor's life blew up practically.
Yes.
But then when the full version was released and the truth was revealed, not much noise was like made about that. Not as much noise.
Yes, and I think that
people love a downfall. People love to see a downfall.
So yeah, I love Cassandra.
So Peter.
Where are you putting Peter?
Peter, shame he's going straight to God tier. Peter, like, for me, this is a song, so this doesn't happen to me often. There'll be situations where I'll feel like I need to just be cozy and be like, I don't know, maybe you're at work, you've had a tough day. Oftentimes I think I just wish I was at home under my blanket listening to Peter specifically. It's not often that my brain reaches and names for a specific song. Usually it's like, let me go listen to Tortured Poets when I'm in this mood, for example. And let me just listen to all the songs that I like. But for me to like specifically reach for the song, like I love it. And also just the way we can picture her like waiting for somebody to grow up, you know, and there's always promises that are made when you're younger. Like in romance books, I read a lot of romance books where it says right person, wrong time. That is quite a popular trope in romance. And with those books, the right person, wrong time, you'll see them meeting when they're young. It's a wrong time now, but in the book you'll see them reunite when they are older, when they're mature, when they've learned the lessons that they need to learn, and then things work out. And in this one it didn't. And that for me, I was like, that is probably a lot more realistic, to be like expected to sort of grow up at the same trajectory, reach our goals, and then cool, now these barriers will be out of the way and we can be together. And that never happened. The song gets me. And the spin on the Peter Pan, come on, brilliant.
I mean, I've got no notes to add.
Where did you put Peter?
I'm a little bit surprised that it's in your God tier, but I'm gonna put her in Don't Say I Never Gave You Anything.
So you never have a moment where you're at work and you're like, I just want to go home and listen to Peter?
No, because there's like the Black Dog, How Did It End, the Prophecy. My God tier is full.
Okay, cool, fair enough. Okay, the Bolter.
Guys, this is my song.
It is your song.
I relate. I'm like, I love it. And
did you just put it in God tier?
Yes. So the Bolter finishes off my God tier for TTPD.
Okay. I must say, I first heard it and I wasn't the hugest fan, but then it really is my sister. Like, she is a bolter. Okay, so like, you will bolt from situations where, I don't know, let me not try and explain you, but
No.
like, I really do feel like you are, and you said it to me, you were like, you feel like this is you, and from then, I'm like, I hear the song with you in mind. Like, when she says, a town car speeding, I can literally picture your car like, like speeding away. So, because it would be, I forgot that you existed. Okay, but because of that, because I've associated the song with you, and because I picture you, I'm now going to put it into, it's a good song, but that's what it is for me. It's a good song. And maybe because I can't relate to it, I'm not there yet, but it is a good song because I can picture you.
I'm flabbergasted. Literally, the line of, as she was leaving, it felt like freedom. I'm like, have you never heard such poetry?
Yes, in my God here.
I can't. Okay, we need to finish this video because I need to go get a good explanation from you as to why you are hating on the song so much.
Hating? I still said it's a good song. I've put it up there. It's just not Desert Island worthy, and it's not like I'm not on my knees crying for the song.
I don't agree. Okay.
Robin, I know where we're going to put this. Shame. She's going to skip.
And
but I don't know why, there's something about this one that
I think
it's not easy on my ears. Like, I can't even say that I get it, because I don't even think I've listened to it like more than 3 times. There's something that it's just like my ears almost want to be like return to sender. I don't know what it is. It's just, it doesn't vibe with me.
And from what I've seen online, it's kind of like a common thing.
Yes,
where like,
yeah.
It's not that we hate Robin, it's just that we don't listen to her.
Yeah, no. Shame.
Which I feel bad about, because it is about one of Aaron's children, or written for Aaron's children, and I'm just like, oh, shame.
Sorry. Yeah,
sorry.
We just don't relate.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the last song of
one,
Tortured Poets. Where are you gonna put this?
Don't Come For Me. I am going to put it in good, no thoughts, just vibes.
I'm also going to put it there. It's a good song for me. I feel like maybe our description of no thoughts, just vibes seems a bit misleading, because it seems like it's just a song.
Yes.
But it's a song that I will listen to, but I'm not going to think about you.
Yes.
I don't really, maybe it's because we don't really relate to the song.
100%. And I think maybe when we put our like nostalgia boots on, or like we look back on hard times of our life, then maybe we can be like, oh yes, we really resonate. But as of late, we haven't done much of that, which we probably should. But yeah, so I think we'll gravitate towards that song when an appropriate time comes.
So that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching us rank the Torture Poets department. As you can see, I mean, majority of the songs are sitting in the top 3 tiers, which are the tiers that, like, either these songs, like we said, like our all-time favorites, close to perfection, very good songs. So most of the songs are up there. And then a couple of exceptions where we don't get it, where it probably just goes over our head because it's too deep. And then a couple of, skips. And
so let us know what your God tier looks like in the comments below. I would be super interested to see, what are your favorite songs from this album, and most importantly, who has the better ranking, me or Lauren. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching, and stay tuned for next week.
And we will definitely be ranking other albums in future as well. So we just wanted to do Torture Poets because this was the most recent one, and the one we have been listening to on repeat for the past couple of months. But stay tuned for what's ahead. But thank you so much for joining us, guys. And please remember, you can still make the whole place shimmer.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.